Hi, my name's Tash. I'm the Senior Wayfinder here at Sage House. We provide emotional support and practical advice to both carers and the people living with dementia. A lasting power of attorney, or LPA, as they are often referred to, is a legal document allowing you to appoint one or more people who are known as attorneys to help you make decisions either now or on your behalf in the future at a time when perhaps you're no longer able to do so, when you may no longer have capacity to make those decisions yourself. There's two types of lasting power of attorney, one covering health and welfare, and the other type covers property and financial affairs. You can choose to just make one, but we'd always recommend that you make both, and we would advise you to seek legal advice to do so. Without a lasting power of attorney for health and welfare, any decisions around your care would be made by professionals. They might not be aware of all of your preferences. They should consult your family and make a best interest decision, but ultimately the decisions would be with professionals rather than with the family who know you better. Without a lasting power of attorney for finance, family are unable to act on your behalf when you no longer have capacity to do so. So if they needed to sell your property or access your finances, they would have to apply to the court. And applying for deputyship can be both time consuming and really costly. So we'd always recommend getting a lasting power of attorney put in place whilst the person still has capacity to do so. In the first instance, you need to choose who you want to appoint as your attorney, and if you want to appoint more than one person, it can be a family friend or it could be professional, but they must have mental capacity to make decisions and be able to manage their team. You can make the lasting power of attorney either in paper format, or you can request forms from the Office of Public Guardian, or do it online at gov.uk. You can complete these yourself. We would always recommend seeking legal advice and having assistance of a solicitor to do so. Any mistakes you make might mean that it's rejected, and so if you're unsure, it's always better to get legal advice. Forms must always be signed by both the appointed attorneys and by witnesses. And then once it's been made, it needs to be registered with the Office of Public Guardian. It can take around 4 months to do this, and there's a fee that needs to be paid at that time. Any person over the age of 18 can make a lasting power of attorney. It is important to plan ahead and do it earlier rather than later, in case in some point in the future you no longer have capacity to make those decisions, and at that point you wouldn't be able to make a power of attorney. A lasting power of attorney gives you control over who can make decisions on your behalf should you have an accident or an illness. And it's particularly important for people diagnosed with any form of dementia, as there may come a time in the future when they're unable to continue to make or communicate their own decisions, and someone can do this on their behalf. The Wayfinding team are here to support everybody at any stage of their journey, and we can provide more advice around lasting powers of attorney, how to get one, and how to signpost you to getting legal advice, and we can support around any other practical things that you might need to do.